A second tail actually grew out the side. Whether it has two heads, no eyes, no scales, whatever the case may be. Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. And I hope the start of your day is absolutely amazing. And I think I'm going to have a little fun with you guys today and do something a little bit different and highlight some of what I would consider are kind of freaks of nature, right? Those animals that are just completely unusual. Of course, I'm going to start with Ben and Jerry here, the two-headed snake. And once again, this last week we had people coming into the Reptarium that were just absolutely blown away at this. It's kind of interesting that people that don't follow me that come into the Reptarium not expecting to see something like a two-headed snake, and then they come in, they're like, what? I've never seen anything like this. And it's pretty amazing. And again, this is what they would call polycephaly, which is basically a conjoint twin that has two heads. And it happens in all kinds of animals. Snakes and turtles seem to be a little bit more common than other things, but we all know that there's been people with two heads, there's been sheep with two heads, even cats with two heads, believe it or not. Ben and Jerry, as I've been saying for a while, has changed a lot of people's opinions of snakes, just because some people that come in that are terrified of snakes say, when am I ever going to get a chance to hold something as crazy as that? And then they hold Ben and Jerry, and then I end up getting them to hold a bunch of other snakes after that. Now, this is definitely a complete freak of nature, but the truth is, this two-tailed, look at that, it's got two-tailed leopard gecko isn't born this way. It actually is. Sometimes when leopard geckos lose the tail, it sometimes grows back like this, two actual tails, like a tail grows out of the side. When this one was about 6 months old, it had lost its tail for whatever reason. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but sure enough, a second tail actually grew out the side, which makes it completely freaky. But again, this isn't something that was born with it, it's just something that happened with it. But that is crazy. Have you guys ever seen a two-tailed leopard gecko before? How nutty is that? Of course, Helen is another kind of mutant freak of nature kind of thing that was born without eyes. It's really interesting because every now and then you see snakes born without one eye, sometimes even both eyes, although it's not extremely common. A lot of them do have other congenital issues and actually end up not really thriving. You guys that have followed the Helen Chronicles know that when she was first born, she didn't eat for the first like 6 months. I had to assist feed her, and I kept her going because I just thought she was so amazing. And as I've been saying, people come in and are just kind of like, what? A snake with no eyes? And it just kind of opens the conversation. It gets people curious. And you know, I'm going to talk about the difference between kind of more what I would call freaks of nature, which I don't mean it in a bad light, and what really are mutations like albinos and different things like that, because in theory, when you get into other mutations, they're all kind of freaks of nature, if you know what I mean. But nevertheless, Helen is doing absolutely fantastic. Now, the thing I find so interesting is the fact that I've talked about before, that she's kind of mapped her cage. She climbs on the ridges and stuff like that, and that baffles me. I wish I could figure that out, because again, that tongue, the heat pits, I get how she finds her food and water and all that stuff, but how does she know that there's a level she can climb on, in a next level, in a next level? I just find it absolutely fascinating. I tell you what, I am in love with this spider. Take a look at that Goody Sapphire right there. Oh my gosh, is that thing absolutely breathtaking. I know, girl. Oh, you're such a beautiful animal. Look at you. Oh, you are so gorgeous, girl. Oh my gosh. I tell you what, guys, I'm obsessed with that spider. Much like Helen, if you guys remember, we produced Blinky here, which is a no-eyed Colombian rainbow. We actually have Blinky 2.0. A year later, we produced another no-eyed Colombian rainbow, and these guys were literally just born without eyes, just like Helen. In the same case as Helen, they did absolutely incredible. They eat, they do fine, they seem to be completely cool, so they are definitely freaks for sure. But what a crazy thing, and what's interesting is I think that the previous, like, 15 years, I don't think I've ever produced a no-eyed snake before, and then in a matter of a couple years, we produced 3 no-eyed snakes, and all 3 of them are still alive and doing really well. So again, Blinky is weird, and maybe he'll make his way over to the Reptarium one day as well. I gotta head and show the crew the new snake that I got yesterday. I gotta show you guys.
What is it?
Let's open it up.
Let's group open it up.
Group open it up. I want to get you guys' reaction. It's super cute.
What is this? Is it mean?
Yeah, just reach it. Don't look.
Sorry,
Don't look.
sorry.
Don't look.
Grab it, Eric.
Just open it up. Mary, look.
Okay, Mary's not allowed. Pull it out. What is it?
It's a cobra.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
It's a little black-headed python.
Man, he's is there else? You got another one. Heck
No,
yeah.
This is a female, so now we have 2 males and 2 females.
Yes.
And it's pretty cute.
Wow, it's pretty nice compared to the other one, huh?
Yeah, this is super cute.
Wow, so cute.
I just figured since we have Snap, Crackle, and Pop, but now we've got to come up with a name for Snap, Crackle, Pop, and what the heck is that?
Kellogg's.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking.
Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys. Isn't that thing cute? So we can set up female eating frozen rodents, and we'll come up with a name. I asked you guys already in the comments from the video when I got it, so go ahead in the comments. Let me know what you think is a good name for Snap, Crackle, and Pop's female companion. Taking a quick break because it's pretty exciting whenever we produce like something we've never produced before as far as a new species. It's always exciting. So Jessica, this is like a different species of gecko, right?
Yep, these are another type of cave gecko. They're also from China. I don't know how to say their scientific name.
Yeah, the scientific name is incredible. I have no idea how to say it. I will put it right here. You guys can try to pronounce it in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. But regardless, they're a little bit different, huh?
Yeah, they're a little smaller. This is our girl here with the full tail.
Oh, okay.
This is the male here.
All right, cool. And these are the first eggs we've ever had.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yep.
exciting. It's so
So
cool.
we got
Let's
these
see what
little
we
ones
got.
as hatchlings, and we grew them out.
Oh, there they are.
Right
Oh my
there.
gosh, they look good too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. So again, like I had told you before, our other cave geckos has been laying eggs the last, couple months. We actually hatched out the first babies the other day, and now we have a new species of cave gecko that Jessica and me can't pronounce. So regardless, if anyone does know if there's a common name for them, let me know in the comments as well. In the meantime, we'll keep you updated as these ones go. So good job. I am a huge alien conspiracy guy. I watch every single show and documentary about aliens. I don't know. I'm just fascinated with it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It just seems like maybe we are being visited. The truth is, I know we're visited by Roswell here. Of course, this is my leopard gecko that was born with absolutely huge eyes. And as soon as it was hatched, I said, oh my God, it looks like an alien, hence the name Roswell. And the truth is that this does happen in some other animals too, like leucistic Texas rat snakes oftentimes have huge eyes, or in the past actually had huge eyes. And sure enough, you can actually breed these guys and produce other offspring that actually have huge eyes. So it kind of passes down. So it's one of those kind of freak mutations that actually is inherent. When it comes to Roswell, we're probably not going to breed it, just like the Texas rats. We kind of got them out of our collection years ago and only produce leucistic Texas rats that have normal sized eyes. But I remember way back about 20 years ago, people wanted the biggest bug-eyed leucistic Texas rats they could have. They were so weird looking, but I honestly love Roswell. I think it's one of the cutest little geckos I ever have. And again, people come and fall in love with them every single time we're open. A continuation on the Eric fish saga. So now what is going on?
Oh yeah. Well, got a new fish. It's been a dream fish of mine. Alligator gar.
Alligator gar. Where did you get it?
I actually got it. There's a little local place by my house called Moby Dick's. It's actually where I got my first reptile from. I was trading one in that was going into breeding mode and was killing my other fish and beating them up. Fish are a big hassle. Someone had brought that one in. I swapped him right out.
Oh my gosh.
So,
where are you keeping it?
I keep it in my Cayman pond. I got about a 150-gallon Cayman pond, and it's nice and wide open, so it has plenty of room to swim. It's only about 12 inches right now, but they do get pretty big.
And guess what? You got another tank, right?
I did get another tank. Some really nice person called up here and had a free 90-gallon. It still holds water, so we're waiting to. That's going to be our next marine or saltwater tank.
And then lastly, you told me you're thinking about doing some monster fish.
You know what? I dream big. You got to do it, or you're never going to get it done. Monster fish tank. It's watching all these guys on YouTube, Joey and everyone else, doing like a 2,000-gallon, just a swimming pool. You put it up, you got a little pond filter, put your biomedia in there, and
man, you are
good
sick.
to go.
He's Eric. You have
How do
a
you
problem.
stop? I really
You
do.
have a
I
problem.
really do. I have space. I need help.
Oh my gosh. Please, guys, in the comments, help Eric. Please, you got to talk sense into Eric. Down in the comments, let him know what you think.
Okay. Indoor swimming pool. Think about that.
So here's where things get a little bit complicated, to be honest with you. I've showed you a bunch of animals that are kind of like, freaks of nature. Obviously, I think everyone would agree with the two-headed snake as being kind of a freak of nature. I don't know how you feel about something that's born without eyes. I don't want to categorize anything, and you got to remember that I'm trying to be very whimsical about it. Obviously, I don't think any of these things are freaks, but the fact of the matter is that kind of all mutations are really kind of freaks of nature. Take, for instance, this albino sharp boa constrictor. Albinism is kind of a freak of nature. It's a mutation. mutation. It's something that is kind of not supposed to happen. And oftentimes in the wild, things like this would not survive because they aren't natural, if you get my drift. So it's kind of weird where the nomenclature changes a little bit, right? Whether it's a leucistic, an albino, or whatever the case is, or if it's something like a two-headed snake. A real good example of what I'm talking about is scaleless snakes, whether it be scaleless ball pythons, rat snakes, corn snakes, whatever the case may be. A lot of times people will look at a mutation like this that's a recessive mutation in the case of the rat snake, and they won't look at it as the same type of thing as a mutation as an albino. In actuality, they're both mutations. But sometimes the argument, and I understand that argument if you fall in that camp, I'm not trying to say you're wrong, I'm just saying that some people say, well, because they're actually lacking the scales, it's kind of wrong. Whereas in actuality, if they're really missing the pigment, that's just as much of a hindrance in the wild as it is missing scales, at least in my viewpoint. So again, there becomes this kind of real clouded area between what's a mutation, what's a freak, what's a mutant, what shouldn't be bred, what should be bred. The fact is, for me, I think that if it's a beautiful snake and it's in captivity and it's not harming the actual health of the animal, I don't really see the problem. But they're all kind of mutations in a different way, whether you want to call them mutants or freaks or aberrations or abominations, whatever you happen to want to call them. So I guess in the end, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with the kind of play on words here at the freak of nature or whatever the case may be. The fact is, I love all of these animals and I think they're absolutely incredible. And I'd love to know in the comments which animal you think is the most freaky and the most interesting of the animals that I shared with you today. Whether it has two heads, no eyes, no scales, whatever the case may be, all these snakes are absolutely wonderful. And with all that said, guys, I am going to go ahead and end the vlog and leave the conversation down in the comments if you guys want to continue to talk about all the things that I covered today. I am curious what your opinion is between the different types of mutations and the weird things like two heads. Let me know what you guys think. And as for now, I am going to go ahead and wish you an amazing day, evening, whenever you happen to be watching. As always, your support means the world to me, and I truly love you guys so much. Can you do me a couple favors before we get out of here? Can you smash that like button? Turn those post notifications on so you know when I upload a video. Again, make a comment because I love reading about your beautiful faces. Be kind to someone, and I promise I will see you guys tomorrow.